It has been a crazy 24 hours in NFT world. Most of the market is down, UST is becoming depegged from the dollar. Azuki co-founder Zagabond explained in a mirror.xyz article that he had been part of a few other projects over the past year. Other projects were CryptoFunks, Zunks, and then Tendies. People took to Twitter with some heavy tweets that basically were calling out Zagabond as being a serial rugger. For more details on the specifics of the article itself and reactions from the Twitter spaces, check out luckytrader.com. We have all of that information. We are continually adding as more information pops up where you can make the decision yourself. Andrew Wang hosted a Twitter space on Tuesday morning. Once the spaces was announced, the price of both of these projects did bounce back a little bit as people were anticipating some positive news coming from Zagabond himself on that spaces. One main source of FUD in the article had to do with the Zunks project, and Zagabond was pretending to be a woman-led developer in that project. Zagabond debunked that statement by saying the 0x Mandy account was actually a group of people who are managing that Twitter. Now, I'm going to quickly go over the differences in what you should do with all of this information. Should you buy, hold, or sell if you're an Azuki holder or wanting to get into the ecosystem now that there might be an opportunity to buy low? The case for selling an Azuki or bean is sort of the easy one. NFT buyers are very impatient, especially when it comes to FUD. Whenever there is any sort of negative press, you see a lot of sell pressure. One thing we always harp on is it's a lot easier for a project to dip in floor price than it is to rise. The reason behind that is because you can have 1% of the entire population of holders that crash the entire floor price. People look at the floor price when deciding to buy or sell into an NFT, and when they spread it across Discord and Twitter, where you say, oh, the floor price is now under 10. Floor price being under 10 could be because of one listing under 10, and what they might not be telling you is the next listing is at 12. Sell pressure is a big bear case for Azuki and beanz, at least in the short term. The reason I sold my beanz holdings is I didn't really trust the rest of the market to react well to this news. There's 20,000 beanz, and that's just more people that are out there to be able to list and undercut, and all of a sudden the floor is under 1 ETH, as we saw, when a week ago it got up to 7 ETH. Zagabond has been part of these other projects that now have a lot of negative press around them. Negative press around your project always limits the upside, and I think that right now is limiting Azuki's upside, at least in the short term. Zagabond is at the helm. There's going to continue to be posts about negative things regarding him and negative things regarding the Azuki project. People don't like to be left holding the bag, especially when you have a bag that's over $25,000 in a market that right now is not in the best place. It's a weakened market, a lot of projects are down already, and this is just another reason for someone to sell. The reason why you would want to hold an Azuki or a bean right now is you just want to let the dust settle. We don't have all the sides, we don't have all of the information. You might want to hold on to your asset that you spent thousands of dollars on just because the potential is still there long term. What if they get rid of Zagabond at the helm? They still have the rest of the team. They still have the rest of the mods. There's still partnerships involved. There's also people that are trying to get out fast and are able to lower the floor because of just a few listings. Hold, and you're able to wait for the dust to settle. And then a couple days from now, when you get more information and there's less chaos going on, make that actual decision. The case for buying back or buying for the first time into Azuki or beanz is a little harder of a concept for someone to take in. The NFT market has a very short attention span, and within a week, people are going to be on a completely different topic, and a lot of people will forget this ever even happened. Now, that might be an exaggeration of the truth. However, people still buy into Pixelmon at half an ETH. People still buy into projects that Beanie was associated with, even though it came out that he was clearly a scammer. If Zagabond were to separate from the project, I think there's a lot of people that would buy back in. The short-term attention span that NFT buyers, traders have are still going to look towards this as a swing trade opportunity. Azuki and beanz have been in the top 5 of trading volume for the last few days as this controversy has been around. Others are going to see this as an opportunity to buy an Azuki at 8 or 9 Ethereum with the idea that you can then sell it at 12 or 13. People are still going to look to make short-term trades here. Buying as a short-term trade, just buying to then hold with hopes that the team is able to turn this around, maybe Zagabond separates from the team, and we could see more positive sentiment over the next few weeks as the team decides what they're going to do. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We run 2 podcasts a week on Mondays and Thursdays where we go over information like this in a little more depth. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.